I'm safe. I'll start. Okay, second video. This is gonna be my last video for tonight. I'm gonna chill. Feeling a lot of emotions today. Like I said, I'm human. It gets hard. If something came to me, with me and my son, I struggle so much because I know how much him and I have been through and how much he's been through in reference to just the system, my previous marriage, my previous relationship, and me just not being a strong enough parent that I should have been. I was mom and dad. I've always been mom and dad. And I wish I was as wise and as strong and confident in myself then as I am now. I would have parented better. I know that. I'm not too afraid to say that. Not to mention, I would have been a better wife. I wouldn't have even made it to being a wife, quite frankly. I wouldn't have allowed that manipulation to transpire around me. It just would have never happened. But I do see why God led me into that marriage and everything that I did learn from it. And so I'm grateful for it. But believe me, I do not forget. I don't forget. No. I got a great memory. A lot of people know I have a great memory too. I ran into an old girlfriend that I grew up with in high school, and she's like, how do you even remember that? It's so funny, the things that I remember. And they're so vivid to me. So vivid to me. And I know it. I know God allows me to remember the things he wants me to remember, because there's a lot of crap that I do forget. But there are certain things that he just will not let me forget. And so I realize that. But in reference to my previous relationship too, I'm so, because I look at everything in such a, recognizing that everything is always moving for your greater good, and every tragedy can be turned into a, positive experience. And even looking at everything that's transpiring around Charlie Kirk and that tragedy, there's so much being unfolded to the entire globe in reference to the grossness of how deep it does go, and just how spiritual it really runs when it comes to the religion and the misuse of it and the indoctrination of it. And I really, it's sad to say, and again, I'm not saying this across the board for all churches and everybody that attends the churches, okay? Because I know that's not the fact, but too often enough, I feel like there's too many people that attend church or go to church to get a green light for all their poor behaviors that they do that week, or poor associations that they associate themselves with, whether that's in businesses, organizations on the side, nonprofits, just saying, and so it's one of those things. I am the church, and I realize I don't need to go to church because how I am 24/7 every minute of the day. But I wanted to make a quick video. I just really want to see the best in everybody. I really, really do. I know we live in a world that is filled with so much deception and corruption and evil and greed. So much of it that will take people down such crazy roads. It truly will. But if you choose to walk that path, it comes with heat. It comes with karma. It comes with covering things up. And it also comes where the hourglass breaks. It does. Every dirty deed you do will come back to you. It just will. I've walked through so much karma, rightfully so. I still go through karma on a daily basis, and I take it on the chin. But we all just have to go in and do better. Do better. It's very simple to start treating people the way that you want to be treated. It's very simple. I don't know why we can't quite wrap our head around that. It's Christmas time. The economy is crap, even though Poppy T thinks otherwise. The job market is low. It is very, and the cost of living is high, but income isn't going up what people can pay you, because there's too many people with pockets they want to keep getting them thicker and thicker. Not to mention, here's the way I see it. Because I know how these people operate, they go above and beyond with the most expensive things, and obviously they don't pay it out of pocket, you know what I'm saying? So they have a lot of debt. And is Candace Owens live? And so because they have acquired a lot of debt, they have to make a lot of money. And so there's just a lot of different things. They have a lot of houses, they have a lot of investment properties. And so, you just got to think about that. They just do. And so they put themselves in a pickle. And because they put themselves in a pickle, then you're in a pickle, and it just goes down the domino effect. And that's where we have to change. And so this kind of went in different ways, 555. But I know there's been a long, strong pull when it comes to my ex and us being pulled apart. But that's all been a part of it. It has. And I'm at peace with it. I really am. I'm at peace with it all. Because it is what it is. I want the best for everybody. I want everybody to heal. I really, really do. For them, for their children, for their grandchildren, for your communities. And I just don't have it in me to think about things like that anymore. I just don't. I'm so numb to it. And it doesn't mean that I don't care. Of course I care. I still love. I really, really do. But my love that I have for everyone, even if it's my past, present, and future, it doesn't hurt me anymore. Wow. That's powerful. Huh. That's so true. Okay, so how I used to love before, it hurt me. Dang, that was really powerful. That was really powerful for me to unpack for myself. Because I had expectations in people. I had higher expectations than where they were at yet in their walk. As well as I put people on pedestals instead of putting myself on a pedestal. And I didn't love myself. I didn't understand myself. I didn't appreciate myself. I didn't appreciate my thoughts. I didn't appreciate my body. I didn't appreciate how everything in my entire life was really set forth in front of me for a specific reason. I carried the mentality as like, oh gosh, it's always something. And even though I always felt that it was always something, I never went into the world and carried that mentality. I just always kept it inside me. I've just always been somebody that carries a lot inside of her. I think it's just because of my upbringing. I truly do. I was just ingrained to just not talk about a lot of things. There just wasn't a lot of emotion in my house. And so once I learned how to kind of take my love that I poured out into the world and pour it into myself, but still pour out love into the world, it put me in a position where people mistreating me, people hating on me, people being deceptive, people moving disingenuinely, people moving corruptively, people moving with strategic planning, my government doing what the government does, and the judicial system and my law enforcement, all that stuff didn't affect me anymore, because it was not a reflection of me, it was a reflection of them. And so that's something that has helped me kind of move in the way that I do move every day. And so I hope this video resonated, but of course I still have love for everybody in my past. I truly do. I'm so hurt though, and disappointed, obviously, but I forgive. I truly do. And my heart breaks so much right now for the whole Charlie Kirk and his family and his wife, and just the unraveling of everything like that. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around it. My heart hurts right now. It hurts because I have a very strong feeling of what I feel was transpiring those 17 hours in reference to prior to his passing. And I know exactly what he was going through inside his heart. I know.